quarantine, another week without soccer. What are we going to talk about?
Not a damn thing.
Well, we grasping it strong, because every week this shit go on, but we grasp it. We gonna start talking about Rocket League soon.
What's football going on in Belarus?
Hey man, how's your guys' week going since we last convened?
Oh man, it's been super hectic. I'm gonna get into it in the 2 up and 2 down, but you know, that's shit. This whole week's been. I didn't realize we were supposed to do Q&As. I didn't even get any questions. This whole week's been shot. What y'all been up to, man?
Tony?
Man, been grinding, trying to, keep our organization alive. Just last week we started up a whole new at-home skills and homework assignments for the kids involved, and we got about 80 kids involved as far as the second week. Kids are doing soccer skills and some written assignments based upon their community, diversity, inclusion, leadership, commitment. And so it's been a lot of good feedback from the parents. The parents have been saying, we're just glad that you're keeping our kids engaged. And so we're having our coaches connect with the kids. So it's been all positive, these kids are bored as hell at home. Other than, some of them doing their homework assignments, they still get connected with their coaches. So it's been great these last 2 weeks working on this project. There was a project that we got handed down by DC Scores. DC, shout out to DC Scores. They let us borrow the curriculum. So it's been a hell of a journey these last 2 weeks working on this program. But, at the end of the day, we're trying to focus on making sure the kids are safe, making sure they're still interested and connected with the team. So it's been good.
Shit, what was I about to say? Because didn't Soccer Trees have a little deal announced during the week?
Oh, yeah. Last week, Elaine did a media release about some financial donation they did to help pay for staff and some coaches during this tough time.
That's good, man. That's good that Atlanta United is supporting local soccer. Rashad, what you been up to, man? Oh, it's like a conference call at work, man. You on mute, bro.
I don't know why I keep doing that. I've just been working on something that we've all been looking forward to, and that is our future FTC kits. So it's been a lot of back and forth with Clubhouse Athletics, and just working on a lot of the logistics to get that launched very soon. So information and details will be on that very, very soon, but it's looking positive. It's coming quicker than you know it. So that's part of what I've been working on, but all positive, all good.
Awesome, man. TK, what about you, man?
Man, for me, I have just been laying low, getting things prepped. I got 10 weeks, so we're doing the countdown now. Got an official countdown going, 10 weeks on the baby count. And, just, checking off all this. A couple of things I need to take care of as far as cleaning up around the back porch. But I think we're good, man, honestly. Got a from the registry coming in. Had to just make the unfortunate call to cancel the shower. But we will reconvene when there are better and more appropriate times. And, like I said, just been laying low, waiting on the babe to come through. Got 10 more weeks, so like so.
That's what's up, man. You gotta do what the rest of the world is doing. Do a Zoom baby shower, a Zoom wedding. You guys been invited to any Zoom parties this week, couple weeks?
Oh, it just reminded me. I'm supposed to be on a Zoom birthday party call right now. I just remembered that. Damn.
Look at that, man. Tony still
literally right now.
In the digital era, people still flake on your parties, man. That shit gotta hurt. Like somebody gonna come to your digital party, that shit gotta hurt like a motherfucker.
Don't take you the wrong way, man.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, my dad, he just had his 55th birthday today, and he did a little Zoom party, so we got on there and took shots.
Invite the group.
Hey, I know, man. It was low key. It was just family. We kept it a little low key.
Hold on, I got something for you.
I thought we was family, bro. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
Happy birthday to your pops, man.
But yeah, man, the Zoom, like I said, the whole Zoom party culture thing, it's crazy, man, how just people just want to be connected. That's dope, though, man.
I gotta kind of reiterate or follow up on something. So TK, it's good to see that we actually have a countdown for, something positive, because on this show, we've had a counter of how many days since, an N-word was yelled. And just recently, even though there's no sports going on, the N-word is being used in E-games or whatever with the, what's his name? What's his name?
Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
Larson. Kyle Larson dropping the N-word in the middle of them playing their little NASCAR thing, man. It's like,
he's an official NASCAR.
But when was NASCAR ever pure?
Right. I was going to say, is NASCAR even, it's encouraged, ain't it?
Come on. And it's funny because they've been doing lots of training with their drivers and people inside, trying to open up the mindset of the sport, but also have been trying to attract, beyond their core fan base. And this is like a big setback. One of your young stars of the sport drops the N-bomb and is like, oh, I didn't know I did it. But
so
was you did or you didn't, why are you even saying it in the first place?
I don't follow NASCAR. I don't care to. Was he rapping? Rapping a song?
No,
just God damn it, I stubbed my nigger toe or something.
No. If I saw the video, they were just, there's just iRacing, they're just, some amateur guys, some guys that do it, probably professional iRacing drivers, and then he's a professional NASCAR driver, so he's in the room, and he's probably got mad at one of the guys' driving style, and was going back and forth with somebody, and he dropped it. But maybe he thought he turned his mic off, and everyone told him, hey, Kyle, we heard that your mic's on. And he's just can't take it back. You can't take it back.
Is his seat vacant whenever NASCAR does come back?
Say it again?
Is his seat now vacant?
Oh, yeah. As of this morning, they dropped his ass. It's crap.
Yeah, okay. I think that's what I heard.
Sponsorship. He got suspended and indefinitely. I think. He's gonna be doing those them little dirt doom buggy races now.
We're doing circle tracks.
It's crazy because I brought it up I was talking to Jack last night. Shout out to Jack. One of our other homeboys. We were talking about it, and he was telling me he has another group on Instagram that he's a part of, and it's a very diverse NASCAR group. And this was a topic of discussion that came up, and other people who are from other ethnicities were chiming in on it, and they were making light of it, saying well, it's not that big of a deal. He was probably joking. What if he was 10% black? Can he use the word? They're trying to justify him saying it, and they're like, no, there's no place for that. And everyone else was just trying to make it it wasn't that big of a deal. But no, it's a big deal. If it wasn't that big of a deal, he wouldn't have been dropped today from everything, pretty much. It's a big deal.
10%.
Yo, 10%, yes. I said 10% isn't enough.
I was going to say, what percentage?
Yeah, I was going to say, what is the threshold? There's a lot of mixed race rappers out here.
10% isn't enough, but I'm not going to go on record and tell you a percentage because you guys are going to hold it to me from now on. And I'm not going to be that word of authority as far as what you percentage. You can follow.
You get your nigga card. And you're like, yes, I can say it.
There's kind of a little bit of
Don't put this one.
It come on a certificate.
I made the cutoff.
Ancestry.com. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need to say this word for so long. I've been
It makes you
waiting.
wonder if sports were not going on right now, and if it was just regular life, and that slipped up, would it have been as big of an issue as it is with with there not being any sports right now?
Yes, it
Do you
would.
think he still would have been suspended indefinitely and kicked off the team and everything instead of being like penalized or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no distractions right now. So that was big news.
Oh, he definitely would have got fired like that. There's no excusing that whether shit's going on or not. Now, granted, I'm slightly surprised that NASCAR added so quickly. I do think that had everything that's been going on as normal, it might have taken a little longer for Kyle Larson to lose his job, but I think either way he still would have lost his job. So it's just a matter of does it happen in 1 day or 3 days? So
see, Rashad, you got to think about it. NASCAR has been trying to figure out how to get a younger audience, right? So with the esports and the e-racing shit like that, that's their way in. They're like, oh shit, like the Gen Zs, the Generation Alphas, they all play video games and stuff like that. So this is how we get in there. And then so now it's like, oh shoot, they're all woke. They understand, like I'm not supposed to say the N-word. So now we have a young guy saying it. Like if he was an old guy, they'd be like, oh, let boys be boys. But like he's a young guy saying it, it's like, yeah, man, we gotta go ahead and make an example.
And that just looks so bad on them because all this considered, like NASCAR probably had like one of the few formats, at least that I think, that translated well as far as entertainment with their e-racing leagues. And I was like, yeah, you just kind of just fucked that all up, just like that. All the good momentum that you probably were building with that, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we got to watch what our guys say on these chat lines and online and messing the whole game up for us.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
I have been looking at like Garber came out a couple days back. Well, actually, no, it was I think it was Monday or Tuesday, talking about basically. So we still have enough time to complete the whole season, but we are getting to the point where there probably won't be any fans coming to games if they do, and it's going to get harder to play a whole season if so. I think they're kind of like getting to the point where if we're going to keep our current calendar as is. Yeah, they might not be able to keep these games much longer, but they have been exploring different types of ideas as far as like different types of tournaments, different types of basically trying to figure out how do we keep people engaged during this. Because that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people are really thinking about is that once everything at least gets to the point where teams can start. All these sports can start playing again, whether it's football, baseball, soccer, whatever. There's going to be a whole lot of competition for eyes at that point. So you really got to figure out, kind of go outside the box as far as how do I go about keeping eyes on this product while everybody else is trying to, get eyes on their products too. So I think, especially in MLS's case, they're going to have to figure out some type of way other than just playing their games to keep everybody involved and shit.
I think the benefit MLS has is that most of the games are behind the paywall. So they don't have to like NFL, NBA. Well, no, NBA is behind the paywall this season. But like NFL, it's like most of their content has to be on cable. It has to be on TV to see. So honestly, I think like NBA and like MLS could be okay because you could just have these games running and then like whoever wants to tune in is going to tune in. You're still making your obligations to all of your sponsors and shit like that. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how they can have a full season. Honestly, it should just be a wash. Go ahead and wash the season, start back over, or do something in the fall and kind of do a condensed season in the fall like NASL used to do.
I can
Go ahead, Rashad.
I can agree with that. I personally have been on record saying that I think they should watch the season, but if they do decide to make it happen, which I feel Garber is the type of person that's not going to let money sit on the table. It's going to get whatever he can get. If that's the case, based on the period of time the season would generally go anyway, there is a possibility that maybe if they were to set a certain schedule, by the time playoff time got here, maybe the climate would have changed and we're able to go back and attend games by that time. Maybe the playoffs is where they're going to make their money, being able to bring people back into the matches if they're able to resume play at some point in time. Just looking at where the schedule would have ended had we not gone into this period, this pandemic, I think they would probably open the playoffs back up and have fans then.
That'd be an interesting approach.
I think that, I got at this a few weeks back. I think that at some point they're going to have to consider one. They're going to have to at least encounter some type of pushing the end of the season further back, because I don't think that trying to still end the season, at least a regular season, in October, I don't think it really serves anyone much good at all, especially if you're trying to compress. It's already compressed to begin with, going from late February to early February. And now you're saying, okay, even at best, you're talking about maybe June to October. Like, that's just, at some point, you're going to say, if nothing else, we're going to cut off probably like 10 games or maybe at least 5 games and make it work that way. But I think even then, it would be better served for them to conserve the health of their players, to push that end date further back, probably to the end of October, if not early part of November. And that way you allow players to, at least rest. Because, if you're trying to, have some bit of a coherent looking season, you got to allow players to have some type of rest. Because even though they're resting now, technically, like trying to play a game like every 2-3 days, that doesn't serve the quality of the league that well either. And they have to figure out some type of middle ground as far as, trying to get a season in and still allowing players to rest. And if you don't allow these players to rest, you're going to have more injuries, more players that are out that at the wrong time, as far as like when you want feature games on TV, things like that. And again, you're going to be fighting for eyes when everything starts back up. And if you don't have your main guys available because they've been playing so damn hard, that's only going to hurt the TV ratings too. So it's going to be very tricky as far as how they go about this, so that way they keep everybody involved and, of course, at the same time, keep players healthy. So that's going to be a real thing to watch out for.
Yeah. You guys saw Bernie Sanders dropped out of the presidential race?
Man,
Burn. Not feeling the burn no more.
The burn's over, man.
Burn's done.
Burn's over.
But, of course, like the Kennedy should have, he's backing Biden. So
we'll see how well that works.
See how that goes.
I mean, Obama gave him his backing as well today.
Yeah, I saw Barack. Barack came in.
I mean, yeah, he played that safe.
Wouldn't have that any other way, right?
He played that safe as hell, though.
Well, they're very good friends. They've developed a strong friendship bond over the last 8 years of their presidency.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sanders, I gotta talk about the whole Deion Sanders and Todd Gurley thing as far as showing respect for the number.
Hold on. Back up, Tony. What y'all think about the new uniforms?
Didn't we talk about that last episode?
No.
New jersey?
We did not.
The FUBU jersey.
Oh man, more.
Actually, that might be the official horticulture jersey right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I wore this red and black for the culture Atlanta shirt today.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where can you try?
Now hold on, and by the way, the Todd. While we answer this question, go ahead, keep going. Go ahead.
More fire, blaze it up.
Oh, look at the fire.
The jersey, child.
So the jersey. So first off, that 21 comment is kind of crazy. I think they're just trying to grab headlines, but Gurley isn't like the only one to wear it. Desmond Trufant actually just recently left the team and relinquished the number. Before that, there's been various players that have had the number. The Falcons are a team that don't retire numbers.
Yeah,
they honor players.
That. I just realized it. Like that's kind of wild. Like I didn't realize that they just don't retire numbers.
But they honor players in their Ring of Honor.
Did Deion bring a Super Bowl to the Falcons?
No. But
so what the fuck are you talking about? Yo, like sit his old ass down and stop hating. Fuck it. Let Gurley cook, man. Period.
But it had me think about that's you talk about American sports culture compared to the game of soccer. Just like it's understood that Messi's wearing 10. He's not the only dude at Barcelona's wearing 10. All the greats wear it. You don't have that thing of where you're not going to wear a number. If anything, it's who is going to step up to that number. For instance, number 7 in Manchester United. That's a number that now is almost cursed, but it used to be a thing that I want to wear that 7. Now nobody is really living up to it because the Beckhams and the Ronaldos and Cantonas beforehand. But it's just interesting how that dynamic compared to American sports. It's expected that teams, if you have a baller ass player, that baller ass player gets their jersey retired and never get touched. Or it's like that unwritten rule of you don't wear 21 in Atlanta. I mean, it's funny how that dynamic culturally.
But what I'm just realizing is that most people who have worn 21 in Atlanta have been people that have played Deion's position. I can't remember a running back wearing 21. So this is going to be interesting that Gurley's coming in, back to your home state. Everybody loves you. You went to college here. You was the man. And you're coming back to a fan base that's starving for they're starving for achievement. They want to win. We want to win. And you give us a better chance of trying to do something. And people are very optimistic about that. And then you grab an iconic number such as 21. You're just raising the bar higher. You're giving yourself an expectation to achieve. That's the way I see it. I think he wants to come in and do great things. He put 21 on because of the status that it has amongst the fan base. And I think he just wants to live up to greatness. You can't deny, Deion Sanders as a whole, his career is great. He didn't win in Atlanta. We don't have much to speak for, but, he went to Dallas. He went to San Francisco. He's done great things in his career. So I think it's a great, something just to grab onto, hey, I'm putting my foot in the ground. I'm coming to do shit, So I'm with it. I'm for it. But to answer your question, Gregor, you asked me about the jersey. Do I like it? Hell yeah, I like it. I vibe with it. So we talked about different nuances of it. So they have 4 different designs. There's 3 new designs. There's all white There's all black design. And then there's this gradient red to black design that no one in the league has. And it has like a stripe down the side, a matte black helmet with the chrome face mask. Pretty cool features to me. Only thing I don't agree with is the big fat ass ATL across the chest. I wish it was a little smaller, or maybe put ATL on like the red gradient jersey and then maybe Falcons on the other ones. But otherwise, I like it. I saw them, like it's different seeing it like when it's released on like marketing stuff versus like on the website. It looks different. Like when it's, now that it's on like consumer templates, it looks like it'll age well. I'm tired of like the XFL jokes and all the Arena League jokes, but I think it's gonna age well as we see potentially what the other teams are going to look like, you know, Cleveland's and whatever. So that's my take.
I just want them to actually win something. I could care what the jersey looks like. It could be pink and, you know.
Post you on that one.
I just want something.
Have you not seen the NFC South? They ain't gonna win nothing. Let's not play.
Hey man, it's a toss up. It's so good, it's a toss up. Hey man, just because Tom Terrific is in the South, hey, he can still get got. All right, put it that way. He can still get got. Like who did he play? He played Miami, Buffalo, and who else was in their division? Miami, Buffalo.
Time out.
Like, who did he play? Half the year every year. Who did he play? Nobody.
You're right.
They didn't play anybody till they got to the playoffs.
You're right.
So now you're in the South. You're going against New Orleans, who got that dog in them. You're going against Carolina, who has a nice defense. Yeah. You're going against Atlanta, who ain't no hoe. We're not scrubs. And you're going against them 6 times a year, and now we're playing. And now our division's playing like Kansas City. We're playing Green Bay. It's not a cakewalk season. Tom is going to get his ass ate if that line doesn't protect him.
I was talking about Drew Brees. I wasn't even talking about Tom Brady, bro. I mean, I'll just say it, man.
I just thought it in there. But Drew Brees, Drew Brees. What about him? I think he's got. I think he'll have a good year. I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. He's gonna have a good year. Tom Brady's gonna have a good year, but I'm not gonna say he's just gonna be amazing. You know.
Where does Winston go?
Where does Cam go?
Yeah, Cam. That's what's crazy.
Cam's gonna go to New York. He's gonna go to the Jets or the Giants.
Really?
Cam will go there.
Even after the Roni?
Listen, he'll go there. Jameis Winston's going to go to Canadian League.
Wow.
Listen, man, I don't like talking about football, man, but I know some things, man.
And we'll be back after this ad.
All right, and we are That.
But no, James might have to end up in Canada. I don't know because he was talking about like he was thanking himself for bringing Tom Brady to Tampa Bay to replace him. I'm like this whatever positive attitude that he has to justify all this. I want some of that right now because I'm like, just to have that type of outlook where this is complete bullshit is absolutely amazing.
Hey, he can come to the cookout for that one. I'm with it.
I guess so. I wonder what this. He's doing all right.
Bring me a cup of that spirit, man. I'm with it. I actually think he may be like a mid-season holdout. Like, based on the landscape of starters, like if one of the starters goes down and the team's not confident in their backup, I think he may get a call. So he's a wild card for anybody, in my opinion.
I like it.
But one part that, of course, I think I've been asking every week nowadays is like, what have you been watching instead of soccer with this shutdown going on?
Ooh, let me jump in. Tony caught the whole Ozark new season, so I got to the end. He's right, folks. Little twist at the end there. So if you're into if you're into the Zark, man, check it out. That also started Sunderland Till I Die.
Oh yeah, season 2. Yeah.
I like season 2 better than 1. I guess because season 2 was more corporate, like more corporate. There was like a lot of like corporate shit going on behind it. Like when the new chief operating officer fired the marketing manager because like she just wouldn't fucking do her job. And I was like, man, I know that feeling, bro. I know that shit. So I was like, I get it. So Sunderland Till I Die season 2 was really good.
Roman Empire.
Did you say Empire? Did you say Empire?
Roman Empire.
Oh.
Roman Empire.
I was like, put your skirt down, bro.
I like docudramas, so I was watching Roman Empire and just finished that, and now I'm on to finishing up getting caught up to Westworld. I'm a Westworld freak, so like
one show that I'm really into. I don't know why. It's a show called Kingdom. It's on Netflix. It's like Japan. It's like feudal Japan with zombies. Like, this shit is nuts. Like, shit is crazy.
I'm used to watching it. Yeah,
it's like, so there's only 2 seasons. Like, the first season only has 6 episodes. I think the second season only has 6 episodes. I think in Asia, they don't really do the 10 thing that we do here. But it's honestly, I think it's a really good show. I've been watching it. I'm halfway through the second season. And then my girl Issa came back on Sunday. So, of course, you got to watch Insecure.
Molly tripping.
And my boy Lawrence is winning, man. My boy Lawrence is up in the world, man.
Always.
Look at these guys. Looking like, what are y'all talking about? What are you talking about?
Okay, I can raise you on that, man. There was some great cameos in Westworld this season. Did you hear about who cameos this year?
No.
You got Marshawn Lynch in there.
What?
You got Yo, Marshawn.
Hey, it's the last season, right?
Man, I'm sleeping on Westworld. I'm behind. I'm so behind.
What's the name? Writer of Queen and Slim. Lena White. Yeah. Her and Marshawn played as like tag team. Nah, they played as like tag team, like gangsters, basically, if you will.
Oh shit!
What's cool about Marshawn's character? He has his shirt and has like all the different emotions on them, and whatever emotions he's feeling at that time, it lights up. And so, like one time he's about to kick somebody's ass. Of course, that angry is lit up or whatever. I was like, I gotta get that type of shirt, Let everybody know how I'm feeling. Like back the hell off.
He said, mood ring.
Exactly. The big mood ring shirt, basically. And then you also got the two writers from Game of Thrones. They make a little cameo, and the dragon from Game of Thrones is on there. And they even make a joke saying, like, well, what should we do with it? Hey, maybe we should just chop it up and send it to a park down in Costa Rica, which, if you know
Jurassic Park. I just can't get into Westworld, man. I try. It's just so slow.
Dude, trust me, I gotta go on YouTube and watch all these like different
explanations.
Yes. Not even going to try to play it off like I know everything going on while I'm watching.
It's slow. That's it,
Mark,
man. I don't know.
But of course, I'm still working on The Wire. I'm up on season 4, and while I've been on HBO, this stuff actually ties in kind of with, of course, Rashad and Ringo and Tony being such deep Atlanta heads. I've been watching. HBO has a documentary on the Atlanta child murders, and I've been getting into that. I think they're like 2 episodes in so far. Yo, of course, for me, I didn't grow up down here, so I barely really knew about all that stuff, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like that shit's fucking nuts. And I can only imagine like how big that was down here, because it seems like it just basically a lot of what happened there apparently caused, for better or for worse, the Atlanta we got today.
Wayne Williams.
Here's the connection to that. For that reason, that's a huge reason why I got into soccer. No lie, because my parents were both working all the time and everything, and so they wanted both me and my brother to play after school stuff. And so they were like, we're not going to have our kids unattended, so they were like, we're going to make sure that, young black men, they got to be, well, not young black men at that time, I was a young black kid, but to make sure always doing something with adults around type of thing. And that's actually part of the reason why I started playing soccer. My parents made sure to have us always in after school activities for that whole reason, because of Atlanta child murders. I got to watch that, because there's a lot of connections that, indirect connections I have to it with my family and my parents as psychologists and being involved with it as well too. But I got to check that out.
It's definitely a good watch. Like I thought it was just like one big special, but apparently it's going to be like a weekly episodes and shit. Like I don't know like how many episodes they have, but yeah, like just the first 2 they did alone, I was like, for someone who didn't know, all the details about that, and of course just how the rippling effects of that going on 40 years later, that's just wild. That's just completely wild. But wow, did we get yours, TK?
Man.
Yeah,
I just started with Fly Guy, and then I'm watching Ozark. But another one I'm watching is Fast Cars. I think some shit like that. Fast Cars. I don't know. It's out in like Vegas or some shit. It's just like basically they swap and trade old muscle cars of varying kinds. So I'm a petrol head. So that's that thing.
Cool. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break and pay a bill, and we'll be back with 2 up and 2 down, and y'all stay tuned, okay?
And we'll be back after this ad.
Man, what's going on, culture? I want to go ahead and jump in the middle of this conversation and bring to you a new sponsor that we have for the culture, doing something for the ladies. We've been stuck in the house due to the coronavirus. The brand Bikini Grand has decided to sponsor the podcast. They love what we're doing. They want to offer something special for the ladies out there. On bikinigrand.com, check it out, bikinigrand.com. It's a swimsuit boutique. They're offering unique swimsuits, designs, accessories for that summertime poolside vibe. For listeners today to this podcast, we're offering 30% off on your cart if you use offer code FTCUTD. So ladies, I know you cooped in a house, legs probably hairy, you know what I'm saying, nails looking crazy. So as soon as this get over, why not have a bikini that's ready for you to show out at the pool party? Why not have something for the beach? So check out bikinigrand.com. Once again, use offer code FTCUTD to save 30% off on your purchase. Let's get back to the show.
Shout out to the Phoenix Suns for apparently being good for video games, but not basketball. But, you know, that's my team. You know, we'll take what we can get.
Priorities all messed up. Ringo, take yourself off mute, bro.
My bad. I sneezed and I forgot to come back.
That Roni.
Roni. That's why we've been on hiatus, y'all. I got the Roni. Yeah, man. 2 ups, 2 downs. Let's go get into it.
Rashad, hit it.
Hit it, Rashad. 2 up and 2 down it.
So let's see. Let me go up. Like I said, I already mentioned at the beginning of the episode, we got the kits on the way. They are on the way. Details will be released very soon. I got to commend the team, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So we got the Black Culture Kit coming out very soon. First in order, and then soon to follow, we'll have another kit. If you've been following our socials, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So that social is at FTCUTD. If you haven't heard by now, go on there. You'll see a leak, or you will see leaks of the first kit that will be released. And then to follow will be our Atlanta-inspired Culture Over Club kit that will be released. So that is a big positive. I'll say right now, my other up.
You'll see that this week because I just got to get everything confirmed. Shout out to Clubhouse Athletic out of Chicago. They'll be the ones helping us out with. They've produced the jerseys. They're also helping us out with some of our other orders that we've been trying to take care of the past few weeks. We got a lot of name set orders that we need to get out, and our local vendor has, like I said, of course, this coronavirus has affected a lot of us, both professionally and personally, and so Clubhouse is stepping in to help us get those orders out as well. So yeah, definitely shout out to Adam with Clubhouse, and I said you'll see that this week. No more delays. It's definitely happened this week. You'll definitely see the Culture Black jersey this week. The Atlanta jersey, we got me a couple tweaks on that, but yeah, that won't be too far behind on that one. But what else you got, Rashad?
I'll say my other up, I just want to take the time to commend all the servicemen and servicewomen that are out there on the front lines doing their due to keep us safe. I know we have our military and they're doing their thing, but all of these people who are essential workers are just as important as our military. And I just want to commend them right now because they're putting their lives on the line. One of them is my mother and my brother. They're both essential. And my mother works in the healthcare facility. And so she's exposed and she's around and she's endangering herself around keeping other people, just trying to make sure that other people are safe. So I just want to commend all the servicemen and servicewomen that are on the front line every day as we stay home and stay safe. You guys are doing what you have to do. Keep your households afloat, keep your health up. So that would be my other up. My down or 2 down. I just want to. I don't necessarily want to stay with 2 down, but I kind of want to flip a negative into a positive. Right now, there's a second wave of people that are probably going to be without soon. A lot of careers, a lot of industries that we thought were going to stay afloat. And for the people who are who are not where they were, people who are probably on that road, or people who don't see the end, I just want to just say that, this will pass, and that we're sticking together as a race, and we're coming together as people, and we're marching together, no matter where you are. So I think I just want to just keep that positive message out there that this too shall pass. No matter what your situation is, we will get to the other side together, and hopefully we can share a beer again in the stands somewhere at some match, whatever you enjoy. So that's just what I want to say.
Hey, man.
What you got, Ringo?
I'll start with my downs and I'll end a little positive. So my first down is for all these Bernie supporters are about to do it again. Seeing online, a lot of them they're not going to go vote. They're not voting for Joe. Some people are voting for Trump again. Some people just ain't going to turn out again. So it just sucks that people are just this crazy. They're just like, I'll just take 4 more years of Trump after going 4 years talking about how much they hate him. I just, I used to love politics. I'm getting to the point where I'm just sick of this shit. So I've just been reading that shit online, just so disappointed at all these people that were so gun ho, and now they're about to just shit the bed.
Just let it all go.
And then the second down is for like all the people that are affected by the tornadoes that hit the southeast, ranging from Mississippi all the way over here to Georgia. A lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people lost power, especially right now with a lot of people who lost their jobs because of COVID. So we're about to enter hurricane season. And it's like, all right, so if this stuff doesn't clear up when we enter hurricane season, and a lot of these essential businesses get closed because of weather, it's going to get real bad. And just scary things to think about as a dad, as an American. And my ups, I kind of mentioned it earlier. I'm glad, Insecure is back. Great show. If you haven't checked it out, it really just talks about, especially being like a millennial, just navigating love, life in the workspace in today's day and age. It's a really good show written by a young, dope woman. So it's on HBO. If you ain't got it, everybody knows somebody with a password, man. So get the password and check the show out. And my second up is shouts out to the King of the North, the true King of the North. I'm talking about Tory Lanez, man. Tory Lanez dropped the album on Friday, New Toronto 3. The young man, Rumble, young man, Rumble. Tory Lanez, is really showing, what Toronto rap is supposed to be like. And, I'm just putting this other top artist on notice, man. You better come up with that heat instead of a shuffle TikTok dance. You better have some heat, man. So, man, if you haven't listened to the true King of the North, Tory Lanez's new album, man, just turn this podcast off now. Don't listen to the other ups and downs and go listen to Tory Lanez.
I think Tory Lanez is about to get even better because I think this is the last album in his current deal or
he about to go
deal. So he's about to go crazy. All right, he's about to go crazy.
Listen, man, the true King of the North. Man, I miss Game of Thrones. I might start it over.
No. You ever doing the Tussy Shine slide?
Nah, bro. I tried to do the Tussy slide. I tried to do it. I felt so lame, man. I can't do it, bro. I can't even do it. Man, who's next, man? Let's hear some positivity, brothers. This is our first video podcast. Y'all motherfuckers got to get live. Who's next?
Coach.
What up, fam? Here we go. Usually I'm a negative guy. Usually I got all the downs and hardly any positives.
This is true.
So, flip the script. I'm only going 1 down and 2 ups. So I'm going to start with the down. Just like what everybody's basically saying, COVID is getting closer into our circles. it's now starting to impact my family. My cousin, he is a frontline worker. He's a doctor up in Chicago, and he's 60 years old. So he actually has COVID right now. He's doing well. He'll be fine. I think he's going to be all right. But it's like one of those things now. Is like so far, it's been one of those things where it feels like other people's stories. Now it's starting. And this is inevitable for almost everybody. Everybody's going to be impacted by this. And is going to know someone or going to experience it somehow themselves. So it's creeping into my circle now. So that's my down. But, just like the same thing that, Rashad was saying as far as like, shouts out to all the frontline workers. Like, they don't get enough love. We can never say thank you enough. No matter how much we say and put signs up and commercials, it will still never be enough. But we still want to recognize and acknowledge everybody who's on the front line, who's working at the Publix, who's working at the liquor store, who's working at the gas station, who's working at the BJ's. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Reach.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out. Our garbage people still collecting the trash because, we at home just
chilling.
And way more trash than ever before. So shouts out to everybody who's still putting in work during these tough times. Now to the ups. I got to shout out one of our local restaurants, Oz Pizza. Oz Pizza in the East Point location. They are partnering with us at Soccer in the Streets, and they're giving some actual pizzas to some of the kids in our program. So about 50 families each week providing pizzas. And so I got to give a major shout out to them. They've been a great partner. Their pizza chain is literally right next to our field. So they've stepped up. The owner, Chris Wiley. Rico delivering pizzas, doing his thing for us and everything. So shouts out to him. That's a positive. We got to give our brother Ringo some love as well, too. But also, my other up, my man Ronaldinho's out of jail, y'all.
Yeah.
My man Ronaldinho's out, baby.
Pop the bottles.
Oh, man.
Celebration.
But you know what? It wasn't enough time for me to get a free Ronaldinho shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still feel like that still needs to be made, a free Ronaldinho shirt.
Honestly, I think we should make like the super elusive prison cut, edition. Whatever their logo is, whatever their colors are, and then just like go off the rip. Grego, I listen.
Yeah,
McFarland.
I hear you.
It sounds like a limited run.
Yeah, limited run.
Get it while you can. Because it's going to leave your ass behind.
That's all you got, Coach? Was that two?
Yeah. Oz Pizza and Ringo Pizza and Ronaldinho out.
Okay.
Greg, bring us home with some positivity, Greg.
Oz Pizza right now, man.
Rob?
Oh, my goodness.
Let me get the down out of the way. Like everybody's been saying, this pandemic's been affecting everyone in some type of way, whether it's friends, family, supporter families, supporter groups, and everything. I know a member of Footy Mob passed away a couple weeks back from COVID-19, and just as of last week, I actually lost my job because of this. I thought that everything was going to be good, jumping into the new job. It turns out, I guess things weren't stable. So yeah, I'm back out on the job hunt, trying to see like what else is out there given this, because you have like record numbers filing for unemployment. That means record numbers looking for jobs. So hopefully those of you that have been affected by this, and you're not working as much as you used to, or not working at all. Everybody, keep your head up during all this, because it's a lot of uncertainty right now, and there's no telling like how this is all going to look once, we get to some bit of normalcy and everything. On the upside, of course, like Rashad said, the jerseys are finally about to happen. I've been talking about this for the past few weeks and months now. We've been working on this for the better part of a year, trying to get this together. Of course, shout out to Rashad and Vera and Adam from Clubhouse Athletic to get this to where we wanted to go. I know I had teased a little bit on our last IG live. Matter of fact, we can do that again real soon. Get back on Instagram Live and everything. But yeah, like, this has been a real labor of love. I can already give y'all a heads up. The jerseys are going to be $60. And of course, for those of you who want to get the jerseys personalized, just like how we do with our name sets and everything, we'll be making that available as well for a special price while we do our pre-orders for the website, for the jerseys and everything. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. It'll probably drop right at the same time as this week's this episode will be dropping. So you'll definitely see it on the socials. You'll definitely see it on whatever we can as far as hyping this up. Definitely, as I always say on our socials, share that shit. Whether it's your socials, retweet it, share it in your stories, all that shit. Like, help us get the word out so that way, while we're all trying to deal with this, you actually get some nice drip during all this. So shout out to that. And then what else did I have? There was something else, but yeah. Definitely look out for that jersey. And shout out to Tigers supporters group out in LA. One of their members had a death in the family from COVID-19. Actually back out in Korea. For those of you who don't know, Tigers is they specialize in, they kind of devote their group towards the Korean community out in LA. And what they did was they had a sale for their newest scarf and to help raise money for their family member who lost their father out in Korea. So shout out to them. Yeah, the scarf is absolutely gorgeous as fuck. So yeah, definitely shout out to the fam out there, and just trying to help out everybody in need. And that's really all I got. What else we got up in here, man?
I say, can I drop another plug for some people?
Yeah.
Since we talked about it today, earlier today offline, Featherstones just dropped a new T-shirt that proceeds are going to help the YWCA Madison youth. So their information is on our Twitter as far as that shirt release. So that's another project that's helping the communities out, helping our brothers and sisters out there. So go check that shirt out. It's pretty dope.
But yeah, of course, our bad about the Q&As. Like I said, I got sidetracked with, like I said, with all the job shit to get the questions out there. But yeah, make sure next week we'll definitely get the Q&As in. So definitely reach out to us on the socials at FTCUTD, IG, Facebook, Twitter. We're still on TikTok, even though some people have abused TikTok. We ain't naming no names here though. But yeah, we definitely should ask your questions. We definitely want to hear back from you guys. Of course, make sure that you. My bad. Yo, hold up. Time out. TK, what's up, man? He was too busy mixing, man. He was too busy mixing.
I'll tell you what's up.
Hey, man.
He was too busy mixing, man. I was too busy mixing. He was mixing. My bad, man.
Man, I'm gonna say
Hey, Greg, man, hold your head up, bro. I was like, the shit you're doing for the culture, man. It's just, you have to be able to translate that into different industries, man. Hold your head up. Take the talents that you're doing, designing this shit, the production you're putting in this shit. Maybe marketing is where you need to look, bro. Like, everything's going to be all right. Fuck this COVID shit, man. Keep your head up, bro. Don't go to the dark place, bro.
Yeah, man.
It ain't worth it, man. Stay strong, brother. Stay strong, man.
I was going to give a tip actually for anyone who's out there doing the unemployment stuff. I'm there myself as well. Just when you go and do that, if you're in that situation, try changing your address or updating your address, and then they'll have to send you a confirmation form. So I did that, and I got a form in a couple of days. So hopefully that'll be something that can help someone else out as well. So I'll just keep rolling into that with an up. It's going to be for me. Just still thankful to have a job, and it's kind of be like I don't know if you guys heard earlier. I got 10 weeks on the countdown until I have a newborn baby, and just thankful for everything I have. My family. I've been connecting recently with a lot of my older aunts. And just making sure that they're good down in Jacksonville and various parts of the Southeast, things like that. So I just implore everyone to just continue to think about your family and your friends, especially the ones that are older, and make sure to check on everybody, man. Keep your mental in a good place. My Downs are Belarus in football. They're still playing. I cannot believe this nonsense, but they're actually still playing football. The fans have protested 10 of the 16 teams in that league, and they actually have mannequins in the stands. It's actually
who puts these in there at the mannequins? Like, that shit's fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, it's comical. So I guess there's a little bit of funny to that.
FIFA's been doing it for 20 years, man. They were just like, yo, I got it.
We still have some from 1994.
But, Ringo, drop that information that you dropped last week about the domestic violence. Like I said, we actually got a lot of good feedback on that. So make sure you drop that for us real quick.
All right, the national. My bad. I wish you would have told me that in the pre-production. Okay, here we go. So, national domestic violence. So the National Domestic Violence Hotline, anybody that's going through anything, domestic violence can be physical as well as emotional and mental. So just because he or she is not laying their hands on you, they could be beating you up mentally and emotionally. So if you know somebody that's going through this situation, especially right now when you're stuck in the home and you can't get away from that person, you can anonymously reach out via their phone number at 1-800-799-7233, or you can go to the hotline.org, and you'll be able to chat with a professional to help you get any help that you may need to get out of that situation. So once again, like, we make a lot of jokes on this show, but it's kind of one of the things that's not really funny to me is domestic violence. So if you know anyone that's going through it, if you're going through it, man, definitely reach out. The number, once again, is 1-800-799-7233.
Cool. But yeah, definitely take care of yourself and each other. As always, you can catch us on social FTC.
UTD.
Listen, we got to figure out a way to do this. But yeah.
Hold on, do that one more time.
We're going to do it again? Are you going to do it again? Let's do it again.
UTD.
Oh, wait, I wasn't ready. TD.
It's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Still not doing what was Snapchat during all this shit. Like, we ain't got time for that kind of shit. But yes, we will be doing another IG Live soon. We're going to try to have you guys on, that way you can talk to us and keep it, you guys engaged with us and everything. So we'll be giving y'all details on that pretty soon. But yeah, I think, as always, keep washing your hands. Don't stop. And if you got a mask, wear that shit, because that was my other down. Yo,
It's recommended.
Don't take smiles for granted, because with everybody wearing masks right now, if you get a good smile, appreciate that shit. That's what I wanted to get. Make sure I got out. But yes, catch on the socials. Keep washing your hands. Keep taking care of yourself and your family. But yeah, keep your heads up and all that good shit. But yes, for Ringo,
you want to know who really killed Mufasa? Carol fucking Baskins.
That's who started COVID.
Hey, that's what Sunderland is.